Hello and welcome. Today we'll enjoy a great story, learn new words and how to make sentences with them. Practice sentence building in Hassle, free, so let's get started.
Shivam and Kusum were a poor couple living in a small hut at the edge of the village. Diwali was just around the corner, and the whole village was bustling with excitement. Every house was being cleaned, decorated, and prepared for the festival of lights. But in Shivam and Kusum's humble home, there was silence. They had barely enough money to buy food, let alone celebrate Diwali. Shivam looked out of his hut, seeing the other villagers buying new clothes, sweets, and decorations. He sighed and turned back to Kusum.
I wish I could make this Diwali special for you, Kusum.
She smiled softly, her eyes reflecting sadness mixed with hope. Don't worry, Shivam. We have each other. That's enough for me. That evening, while working in the field, Shivam found a small, bright-colored clay diya buried under the soil. He picked it up, dusted it off, and thought, maybe this can be our Diwali diya. Excited, he ran home to show it to Kusum. She took the diya in her hands, her face lighting up with joy. We will celebrate with this single diya, she said. As Diwali night approached, Shivam and Kusum cleaned their small hut and placed the diya at the center. They didn't have oil, so Kusum poured a few drops from the little they had saved for cooking. She placed a cotton wick and the diya was ready. Their eyes sparkled with hope as they sat in the dim light, waiting for nightfall. Just as they were about to light the diya, they heard a knock on the door. Surprised, Shivam opened the door to find an old man, frail and tired. I have nowhere to go and haven't eaten in days, he whispered. Shivam looked at Kusum, and without a word, she nodded. They invited him inside, and Kusum gave him their last portion of food. After the old man finished his meal, he thanked Shivam and Kusum, his eyes moist with gratitude. As he prepared to leave, he blessed them and said, "Your kindness will bring you light even in the darkest times." They lit the diya, and surprisingly, it glowed brighter than they had ever imagined, filling the room with a warm, divine light. As the diya continued to glow, Shivam noticed something astonishing. The hut seemed filled with a peaceful aura, and suddenly, there was a small bag at the corner of the room. Curiously, Shivam picked it up and found that it was filled with money. Shocked and overjoyed, he looked at Kusum, who was equally stunned. Realizing the blessing they had received, Shivam rushed outside to thank the old man, but he was nowhere to be found. Shivam looked up at the sky, feeling a sense of gratitude. Kusum whispered, "He was no ordinary man. This was a blessing for our kindness." With the newfound blessings, Shivam and Kusum celebrated Diwali like never before. They shared their wealth with others in the village, lighting up their lives just as their lives had been illuminated. The diya became a symbol of hope, kindness, and the rewards of selflessness. Every year they place that same diya in their home, a reminder that light comes to those who bring light into others' lives.
Moral of the story.
This story shows how one act of kindness can illuminate lives in ways beyond imagination. This Diwali, let's remember that true joy comes from sharing and caring.
Today we learned new words. Try using today's vocabulary in your own sentence. Share your thought and question in the comment below. Remember, learning English can be enjoyable when you practice regularly. Keep listening, learning and growing with us. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.